Good evening, viewers, and welcome to this edition of NTV Sports Page. It's Friday, the 26th of April, and I'm Curtis Morton. In our headlines, Xavier Marshall helps USA to one-day status, and in our feature for this evening, Gingerland Secondary starts the defense with a win. We'll take this break, and I'll be right back.
Here on the side for the photo shoot of the Mr. Cool participants and Miss Culture Swimwear contestants.
Every year it's been a bit hectic, but we love what we do. I think this is the 6th or 7th year, if I'm not mistaken, that I've been doing this, so I've been honored to do this for quite some time. Next goes.
This year we actually have a dozen, so we have 6 beautiful ladies and 6 charming young men, both competing for the Mr. Cool title and Miss Culture Swimwear title. We are here at the breathtaking Paradise Beach Resort. I definitely want to thank the staff for accommodating us today. It's been truly wonderful.
Well, I'm back, and we start with cricket. Xavier Marshall's first official international century for the USA set the platform for his team to secure one-day status for the first time in their history as they cruised past Hong Kong at United Cricket Club. Marshall, the former West Indies player, got off to a sluggish start, scoring 18 from his first 55 balls before he was dropped twice in the space of 3 overs off Khan. The first chance was a scorching drive that Ishan Khan did well to protect his face from, but the second, when he was on 23, was a straightforward chance to mid-wicket that captain Ashraman Rath couldn't hold on to. Rath's drop cost Hong Kong dearly, as not only did Marshall go on to make a century of 153 balls, but also compiled a 184-run partnership with Stephen Taylor, who hit 88 in 95 balls. It's the highest second wicket stand in USA's one-day cricket history and their 4th highest partnership for any wicket. Now to netball, and we have some results from the St. Kitts Netball Association matches played on Thursday, 25th April. In Game 1, Royal Logistics Agua Ballers 44, K&J Auto Rental Sandy Point 6. In Game 2, Aces got 40, Innovative K-On Pacers only got 20. The association would like to inform the general public that only one game will be played this coming Saturday, 27th April. That game will be played between Skills and the Royal Logistics Aqua Ballers. We'll take this break, and I'll be back with our feature for this evening.
Everybody have a good time. We're enjoying ourselves. We're having fun.
Love, passion, pride. Culturama 45. The Caribbean's greatest summer line. We are alive from July 26th to August 6th.
Well, I'm back, and tonight basketball is in the spotlight. The Nawaniel Inter-High Schools basketball tournament dunked off on Thursday, 25th April at the Old Manor Court in Gingerland. It is a tournament coordinated by the Department of Education and the Sports Department. A brief ceremony, ably chaired by Senior Sports Officer Carl Tuckett, signaled the start of the proceedings. Let's get some excerpts.
The Minister of Sports, the Honorable Eric Eveling, the Director of Sports, Mr. Jamir Claxton, the Assistant Director of Sports, Mr. Brian Dow, our rep from RBTT Bank. We're very happy to have you. and the other banks who would have sponsored this year's tournament and teams. Again, welcome to our opening ceremony of the Youth and Sports and Education Basketball Secondary School Tournament 2019. And we at the tournament are very happy and humbled to have all teams and all three teams. The Nevis International Secondary School Development Bank team, can we give them a round of applause, please? The RBTT CCS Lions, Charleston Secondary School Lions, can we give them a round of applause? And the defending champion, the National Bank Gingerland Secondary School Panthers, can we give them a rousing round of applause, the defending champion. We are very happy to have the Nevis International Secondary School with us. Today, this is the first time they are participating in this tournament, and we are very happy to have you to be part of this tournament. The first for you, and I wish you the very best for this tournament.
I stand here proud. I'm proud of the organizers, the committee from the department, the sports officers at the department. I want to give them a round of applause because they would have put a lot of effort into organizing this tournament. As we go throughout this tournament, I would like to encourage the players that it's an opportunity for you to not only display your God-given talent, but also to develop others. Others in terms of being disciplined, being committed, being dedicated to the craft. Just recently, we had an incident in St. Kitts where we had a player stabbing another player. I want to encourage you, when you could be competitive on the court, but once you get off the court, you should all be friends. Do not take that competitiveness off the court and lead to violent behavior.
Mr. Bramble would have spoken to me since last year, and this is a tournament that should have happened sometime before, but as the Director of Sports said earlier, there were a number of challenges why this never happened at that point. But we are happy today that we are here at the start of this tournament. We have the Nevis International Secondary School, the Charleston Secondary School, and the Gingerland Secondary School. I'm seeing a lot of young athletes here, young basketballers. It tells me that we are in for very high energy playoffs going forward. And I am delighted that this is the age of the athletes or the basketball players, because it tells me that for the next few years we are going to have this tournament ongoing.
At the onset, I must say that I'm very pleased with the Department of Sports for once again organizing this competition. Of course, the Department of Sports has the mandate of organizing tournaments like these for our young people, and in particular the high school level. And it seems as if that basketball is on the rise on Nevis, because only on Thursday night, this past Thursday, I was at the closing for the Brownhill Communications basketball tournament that was held at the Brownhill Hard Court. And previous to that, I was at the closing of the Malcolm Gishard Basketball League at the Church Ground Hard Court. And now I'm here for the opening of this inter-high school basketball. It shows that our young people on the island of Nevis are very much interested in sports and are playing sports. Of course, as well, recently we've seen the completion of the Gulf Insurance Inter-Primary Athletics Championships. And it is good that our young people are involved in sports, because we want our young people to be involved in sports. And of course, as the Basketball Association normally says, we want you as young men in particular to get high on sports and not on crime and violence. The Ministry of the Department of Sports is in full support of basketball and is indeed in full support of all sports disciplines on the island of Nevis. I'm sure you would realize that for 2019, You will be playing the tournament on a newly resurfaced court here in Gingerland. And so there's absolutely no need for you to complain of a cracked court for 2019. I believe you have an almost perfect court on which to ply your basketball craft or your basketball trade during this tournament. I want you to take care of the facility, and I also want to inform that this resurfaced court here in Gingerland is only one phase of the continued development of the court, the facility here in Gingerland. When I took up the Ministry of Sports last year, I made the promise that we will ensure that all of the sporting facilities on the island of Nevis get bathroom facilities, and I will ensure that that promise is kept. And apart from the bathroom facilities here at Gingerland, there's also the plan to have some stands right here to the back of me as well.
The Nevis International secondary cheerleaders then entertained the sizable gathering with their unique dancing skills, center court, and later Mr. Tuckett introduced the starting lineups of the two competing teams in the first game, GSS and CSS, in NBA style to loud applause. In that first game of the tournament between GSS and CSS, the visiting team scored the first points but missed the hoop at regular intervals. The GSS team missed a fair share as well, but in the end, the defending champions and home team, GSS, prevailed to win the game 47-34. Let's go to the Old Manor Court and get some of the action.
Charlestown Secondary School play. Gets it over now to Adelaide, but he doesn't think it. So Gingerland with the ball, and if they score, when they score their first points, you'll hear the shouts on the hill. They have quite a contingent of supporters up there, taking away once more. It's Charlestown away and running. Passes over left-handed to Adelaide, but they made a mistake first time up, makes another mistake, the ball goes out, and still none of the teams on the tins as yet. Here goes. Flicks it nonchalantly, hits the board, no good, and would be hoping for better returns with his final shot. Similarly, failing to convert. Oh, I think that was Evelyn. Gingerland Secondary at the future line. Hits it off the board and in. Just one shot, and with 5:16 on the clock, it's 5-2 according to the board, 5-2, and I think it's in favor, but we have to wait and see, but I believe it's Charlestown leading maybe, or maybe Gingerland by now. He goes, he's going to try for the long haul. Off the board, high. Kai Davis gets it. He's fighting for control. Off the rim, no good. He gets the rebound, tries it off the rim, fails to convert. And back now with Gingerland Secondary. Moving nicely to the hoop, goes up, off the rim, no good. He gets the rebound. And apparently there's a whistle because I think there's a foul call on one of the Charlestown Secondary School players. One more shot. Getting some encouragement and sinks it. Oh, they love it up there. You can hear the shouts and the screams. Passes off and grabs taken away. He's open, is he? And sinks through to the shouts of the supporters. So, looks as if GSS is leading, even though CSS was first to score. So back at the future line, CSS just flicks it into the hoop, into the rim, no good. That's a weak shot.
Gets a rebound. Turns. They almost hung him there. Somebody tried to get the ball out. Coach is very much involved. 32 seconds on the clock. Hits the rim, no good. Gets the rebound, doesn't sink it. Another rebound, doesn't sink it. Again, gets the ball. 21 seconds on the clock. And the ball has been knocked away. So CSS with the ball. Thinks about the shot more than thinks about it. Good effort though. And 2 seconds on the clock. Clock's still running. 1 second on the clock. And that's time for the first quarter. 8-7 in favor of CSS.
Well, that's our package for this evening. I am Curtis Morton, reminding you that you can watch sports if you are not fit. But to play sports requires fitness, diligence, and sacrifice. Have a good night.